Good morning, viewers and listeners. I welcome all of you on the often overlooked but deeply critical issue of the weaponization of water in modern warfare and focusing on humanitarian law and environmental security. What do we mean by weaponizing water? In essence, it means water, normally a source of life, is being deliberately turned into a tool of war. This could mean bombing water treatment plants, cutting of supply lines, poisoning wells, or even flooding entire regions by destroying dams. The goal is not just military, it is about making life unlivable or civilians, spreading fear, disease, and displacement. Why is water targeted in conflict zones is a big question, and there are three main reasons for it. First, it breaks the spirit of civilians. When people don't have clean water, they get sick, they flee, and they lose hope. Second, it offers tactical advantages like flooding enemy areas or denying access to strategic reasons. Third, the effect of lasts long after the fighting stops. Destroyed infrastructure can take decades to rebuild. It's a silent form of long-term devastation. Now, question arises, can we have some specific examples from recent conflicts? Yes, there are many examples. In Gaza, since October 2023, Israel's blockade has cut off water and electricity to over 2 million people. Over 290 water facilities have been destroyed. Repeat, over 290 water facilities have been destroyed, and by mid-2025, access fell to as low as 2 liters per person per day. Very alarming situation. The access of water fell to as low as 2 liters per person per day. That is far below survival levels. Waterborne diseases surged, and tragically, over 15,000 children died from preventable conditions. In Ukraine, the destruction of Kakhovka Dam in 2023 caused massive flooding, displacing 1 lakh people and poisoning agricultural land. The ripple effects still impact water supply and food security. ISIS, during their control in Syria and Iraq, used water as both a threat and a tool, flooding areas, cutting supply to entire cities, affecting millions. In Yemen, war has destroyed 40% of sanitation system, and 80% of the population struggles to access clean water. Are these actions legal under international law? Under international humanitarian law, especially the Geneva Convention, water systems are considered protected civilian infrastructure. Targeting them can constitute water crime, violations of the Rome Statute, and collective punishment, which is also banned. So yes, these actions are not just immoral, they are illegal. Now the questions arises, are any government or groups being held accountable? Yes, there have been calls for accountability, such as ICC investigations in Gaza and Ukraine. But unfortunately, enforcement is very slow and politically charged. Still, these cases set important precedents. What are the long-term consequences of weaponizing water? They are enormous. We see health system collapse under the weight of waterborne diseases. Agricultural lands become barren due to salinization or lack of irrigation. Ecosystems are destroyed, making recovery nearly impossible. And of course, people are forced to migrate, creating further instability. These are the effects that last months but generations. What can we do? Yes, we need urgent and coordinated action by ceasefire, investment in resilient infrastructure, and accountability through ICC, UN resolutions and sanctions, and finally, a cultural and legal shift. Water must be seen as untouchable during war, just like hospitals or schools. In the last but not the least, I would say water is not a battlefield, it is a human right. Denying it is not a strategy, it is suffering. We must all speak up. We must all speak about it, demand action, and protect this basic human lifeline, because where water is weaponized, humanity is wounded. Thank you very much.